Now, pause for a moment. You don't need to be anywhere else. You don't need to fix anything. You don't need to decide anything. Just be here. If you look closely, you may notice a question that keeps returning. Why do some people seem to grow wealthier no matter what, while others work endlessly and remain in the same place? That question is exhausting. Most people respond with explanations. Luck, unfairness, the system. But there is a quieter truth few people are willing to say out loud. Money is not fair. Money is not kind. Money does not listen to those who wait. It responds to those who take control. And control is never given. It is taken. That is why most people spend their lives waiting to be noticed, waiting for permission, waiting for the moment they believe they deserve more. That moment rarely comes because the wealthy are not the ones who wait. They don't hope. They don't ask. They design systems, environments, rules of the game. And if you don't see the structure behind the game, you will unknowingly serve someone else's design. I'm not here to motivate you. This is not encouragement. This is a warning. Because what follows may feel uncomfortable, but it may also make you invisible, untouchable, and impossible to control. Most people believe wealth comes from intelligence, or hard work, or being in the right place at the right time. But if that were true, the smartest people would never die broke, and the hardest workers would not live their entire lives in debt. Wealth does not come from talent. It comes from perspective, from strategy, from emotional distance and calculated awareness. Once, Machiavelli observed, people forget the death of a father more easily than the loss of their property. Because money is not about luxury, it is about survival, security, status, control, and those who control direct outcomes. Let's be precise. Money is not a neutral tool. It is a weapon. In weak hands, it is heavy. In disciplined hands, it multiplies. To carry it properly, you must first abandon an old identity, the identity of the victim, the belief that circumstances control you. Because the real issue for most people is simple. They do not observe. They react. They speak without thinking. They decide from fear. But when you begin to observe, the pattern slowly reveals itself. Look at the average person. They work hard. They follow rules. They save carefully. And yet, they are not free. Because they believe in effort, not leverage. They believe in fairness, not power. They believe in appearance, not position. And so they remain where they are. This is where the first principle appears. Silence. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is pressure. People cannot tolerate silence. They rush to fill it. And in doing so, they reveal too much. The wealthy understand this. While others rush, they pause. They do not chase. They allow information to surface. And only then, they move. Silence elevates you above visibility and into advantage. But silence alone is not enough. Because if you can be read, you can be controlled. Which brings us to the second principle. Unreadability. Most people leak emotion through their voice, their expressions, their urgency. And these signals invite exploitation. When you become unreadable, you become unpredictable. And the unpredictable cannot be controlled. Such people are not driven by advertising. They don't follow crowds. They pause when others spend. They act when others hesitate. Empires are built this way. Then something becomes clear. Every rushed decision is a loss of power. And where power is lost, someone else gains it. Because money never disappears. If it leaves one place, it flows into another, which leads to the third principle, the patience of a predator. Most people want results immediately, immediate wins, immediate proof. And this urgency turns them into prey. The wealthy wait, they conserve energy. They observe timing. When fear spreads, they act. For them, patience is not waiting. It is control. But patience requires discipline. And discipline is what most people avoid. Because comfort feels easier. Instant gratification feels safer. Yet control is quiet, cold, and permanent. Here is the truth. Most people will never reach this point. But if you are still here, something has already shifted. Because now you understand. Wealth does not arrive loudly. It does not ask permission. It is taken quietly. And now the question is simple. Are you willing to remain where you are? Or are you ready to observe the game from above? You don't need to answer. Not yet. Just notice this. You will never see things the same way again. And that cannot be undone.